that hairline, girl, what are we talking about? This is cute.
Listen long enough, you can love me.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between. I am back with somebody else's hair, and guess what? It's another cozy night in. Get ready with me. Clink, 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 clink. I took a little break from the wigs, and I'm so happy to be back, girl. My forehead. My forehead is happy to have lace back on it. I don't know what it is. Baby, I'm addicted to lace. Do they have a support group for that? Like, I want to thank y'all for 130,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, speaking of, could you subscribe and hit the post notification bell? I'm happy to be doing this Get Ready With Me because this wig is the type of carrying on I want to do from now on. And I wanted to fashion something around this wig because I feel like this wig is perfect for a nighttime summer look with a nighttime summer face. That's what we're going to be doing today. A nice, fun Get Ready With Me. So go ahead and grab a snack, girl. We're going to be talking about mess, all that type of stuff. But most importantly, we're going to be getting into a new scalp that I got. And I want to say thank you to Sterly Hair for providing this wig to me and sponsoring this video. No bleaching the knots. And this is the best bleach I've ever seen. Baby, they soaked the bleach on there. This is the type of bleach. This is the type of carrying on I want to see. So if you want to get more details on this hair and how I styled this hair, please keep on watching and I'll be back to do the face. Okay, y'all, let's go ahead and get started with the packaging. Of course, your wig is going to come in the Sterly Hair bag. And inside that bag, I received a bonnet and lashes, baby hairbrush, you know, all that little cute stuff. But of course, the cutest thing that we ever received was this wig. So this wig is a 13x6 transparent lace, deep wave lace front wig. It is 20 inches long and 150% density. As you can see, when you pop the hood on the wig, you receive combs, adjustable straps in the back, and a piano key elastic band. Now, when we apply this wig, you know, we're just going to do a simple base, baby. Wig grip, wig cap, that's it. Pop the wig on. And as you can see, this hairline is pre-plucked. The knots are pre-bleached. And when I say they're pre-bleached, this is not like a fake pre-bleach, baby. It's bleach. Girl, you could see the lightness on it. And I love that. Now, the only thing about this lace, transparent lace usually is a little bit too light for me, unless I add some lace tint to it. And of course I used the more crazy lace tint. I get it from Amazon. I'll leave a link for it down below. I used it on the wig, and this time I let it air dry instead of using the blow dryer, because sometimes when I use the blow dryer, it hypes the hair up and I got to do extra hot combing to lay it down. So I just let it air dry overnight. I could have just let it air dry for 30 minutes, but girl, I did it overnight. I was tired. So I let it air dry, and the next day I popped back up in the same shirt just to fool y'all. And I popped on the wig. Now, next thing we're going to do is flatten this hairline. I'm going to go ahead and use my She Is Bomb wax stick to help lay down that hairline. So you're going to pull the wig back. You know, safety first, friend. It's safety first over here. And I'm going to take my Red by Kiss hot comb, and I'm just going to flat iron or hot comb the hairline backwards. And I like my hairline to be super duper flat. It just looks better to me. It looks like it's growing out of your scalp, and it looks amazing once you do it. And I can tell already that lace tint is gonna eat it up. It's gonna eat it up. So I'm gonna use the back of the hot comb to do some of the edges and take a little sip of the protein shake, girl, because this was this morning, baby. I had to get a little energy in. So once all that is hot comb, we're just gonna go ahead and pull this hair back. And we're going to get to cutting this lace. Now, first thing I noticed about this lace is it's a tad bit too long on the ears. So I'm just going to go ahead and take my shears, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut that excess lace off so it fits perfectly around the ear. I used to try and part the hair out and stuff like that. Girl, it's not necessary. You may chop off some hair, but nobody's going to see it. So I just chop off the ear tab, and it's just fine. I'm also going to cut all the way across the hairline in a zigzag motion to make it look perfect. One thing I like about this hairline is that it's not straight across. They have dips and divots to make it look realistic. Now I'm going to take my Wig Dealer spray. I haven't used Wig Dealer in a while, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because I was trying out different sprays. This spray is superior. It's not as shiny, and it has a good hold without it being like super duper sticky. And I love that about this. So I'm spraying it over the lace and allowing it to melt. And I want y'all to get into this melt real quick. Get into it, yeah. In combination with the bleach knots, as well as the lace tint, as well as the transparent lace, The hairline is perfect. It looks so good. It melts in beautifully, especially with the Wig Dealer spray. Wig Dealer spray, I think this is like an Instagram Black-owned brand, and I love using their stuff. So I'll leave a link for it down below if you're interested in trying out Wig Dealer. Definitely worth it. But I'm going all the way across the hairline in very, very small sections and drying with my Red by Kiss fan just to make sure it melts in supremely. Girl, I was trying to find an extra fancy word, but supremely. So I'm doing that on the ear tabs as well. The ear tabs are a little bit challenging. I will say that Wig Dealer is not as sticky, so it takes a little bit longer to dry. And ear tabs, you need a quick drying agent, so I think using like more of a gel is better for the ear tabs, but the stick is still very good. My ear tabs are still down at this moment, and I've had this wig on for hours. So it looks amazing, looks good, but look at how that hairline looks. It looks like it's growing out of my scalp. Girl, I was heavily contemplating not doing baby hairs, but I had to do one. So of course I'm going to part out some baby hairs, and since the hairline is already pre-plucked, I don't have to pluck the baby hairs as much. But my theory with baby hairs is the smaller the better, the thinner the better on my forehead. Girl, big baby hairs make me look sleepy. I don't know how to explain it. Don't ask me to explain it. But big baby hairs give me bags under my eyes. I don't know the science behind that, but that's the case. So I'm going to just add 4 little baby hairs, really, really small and tiny. I'm going to do the ear tabs as well. So it just looks like, you know, like just a little hair fell down, but not like intentional baby hairs. Like it looks unintentional. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to do the same thing on the opposite side. We're just going to go ahead and pluck out those hairs and then lay down the baby hairs once again. Y'all let me know what type of baby hairs you like. Do you like really, really like defined baby hairs, or are you into the natural baby hairs, or are you a no baby hair girly? Let me know, because the no baby hair girlies are eating it up out here. You really got to know what you're doing on the no baby hair girlies. So I can be a no baby hair girl, but mostly I like a light baby hair just to give the hairline dimension. As you can see here, it really, really adds to how natural the hairline looks. And it can hide lace mistakes if you do have any. So I use the, what was that? Lace bond gel? Girl, I forgot. But I'll leave the lace bond gel down below. I like using that to lay down my baby hairs and to go in and fix any lightness or non-blendingness on my lace. I'm going to go in with a little tiny brush in the More Crazy lace tint. And I'm just going to go in and let that sit on the lace and add a little wig grip to it. And that's going to let the lace tint melt into the lace. And it looks even better once you let it sit for maybe 15 minutes to an hour. I try not to lay the band too tight because that's not good for your face or your ears, baby. I'm not here for the headaches. But the wig, what do you call that? Rapid strips are perfect under the lace band because it also removes some of the shininess off of your forehead from the spray. I love using the rapid strips under, and it's so good. Now it's time to chop this hair up like a chopped salad. Now I have some new scissors that I decided to use today, and baby, obviously I don't know how to use them, baby. It was tangled all up and through my hair like a spider web. I don't know what was going on. I don't know how to use those shears. So I actually went back to using my regular Annie shears, and I'm just gonna do like a light layer. You know how I used to layer? I used to section and go from side to side. Girl, doing the most. I'm just gonna slide these scissors down the shaft and that be it. Keep it easy, sister. Keep it easy. So I'm just trimming to my liking. One thing about this hair is that I noticed that the hair is a little bit dry on the ends, and she definitely needed the trim to make these curls pop. Now I could have stopped right here. Okay, we could have just stopped right here and let the hair just puff out, but we're gonna get to styling it. But first we need to reveal this hairline, because that hairline, some of the best I've seen. Like, it is melted into my scalp. Even my husband said like, oh wow, that lace looks good. I said, thank you. It's always a good compliment when somebody compliments you on your lace. And it looks so good. Now next we need to get compliments on these curls. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my Mousse Def texture foam. And we're going to define these curls with the Evolve 572 brush. Now, one thing I noticed about this hair is that it seems that all of the curls go in the same direction, which means that the curls kind of clump together on their own. Since they kind of move in the same direction, they kind of clump together on their own, and it can make the hair fall flat. So my plan was to do what I always do. Basically, girl, I'm making it seem like it was a science. It's not. I'm using the Mousse Def Texture Foam from the Do. I'm going to add it to the hair, brush through the hair, clump the hair together all the way through. And I'm going to keep it in clumps until it's time to separate. But we really separated the hair at the end to really get that bigger look, since the curls on this one, this deep wave hair, have they have more uniform curls, which needs a little bit more teasing. So in order to dry this hair, I'm going to go ahead and use my Dyson blow dryer on this hair until it was mostly dry. And then we decided to define this part. My favorite product to define my parts is a MAC Studio Fix Stick Foundation. It is perfect for defining the parts on my wigs. Now, the last step is separating these curls. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and use my Miel oil. I usually don't use oil when I'm separating curls, but with looser curls, like deep waves, I noticed that the hair can, I don't know, sometimes it's not as juicy with the mousse that I use. So I decided to use a little bit of oil, and this hair was a little bit drier on the end. So adding a little bit of oil added so much bounce to this hair. Look how pretty those curls are. And the more I separated it, the prettier it looked. But those curls stay clumped, baby. And this hairline is absolutely eating. It looks gorgeous. The lace is melted into the skin, and I feel like it's making my skin glow. I don't know what it is about this hairline, but my skin looks like it's glowing. Now I'll go ahead and leave a link for this unit down below. When I tell you that this wig is affordable, it's $116, friends. So go ahead and check it out if you're interested. Now let's go ahead and get into the face. Let's go ahead and get into this face. Finally, baby. First of all, shout out to my skin. You know, shout out to my skin. And that's all I'm gonna say. Shout out to my skin because it's looking good today. I feel like I want to do something light. Of course, the chopper's coming for me. So the first product I'm going to use is the MAC Pro Wear Concealer. I'm sorry, it's the best concealer on the market. Like, this is like the perfect base, because look at all that coverage. And y'all will see what it looks like once I like blend it in. The luminosity is top notch. Oh, baby, this looks good. Oh, baby, when I tell you I'm happy to have my forehead back, I don't know. I've been wearing that sewing for a couple days. I'm gonna go back to it, period. I got a forehead made for wigs though. I know it. Like, baby, I was born and bred for wigs. I think I'm gonna go in with a bronzer. And I'm gonna do a cream bronzer because of my wig. My wig gets reflective. It's so strange. And I just want my wig lace to look good. So I'm just gonna go in and use my Tom Ford bronzer. Let's see if it's, don't disappoint me today. Yeah, see? It looks so good. Like, it just blends right in. Love that. And I like to use my sponge because I feel like I use less product and it blends in so much better. Just pounce that into the skin. But today I was supposed to do a couple things. I wanted to buy a new vlogging camera because my old vlogging camera, girl, I've had it since 2019. I feel like I was one of the first vloggers to get a Sony ZV-1. And it's time for me to get a new camera. So I was supposed to do that today. I didn't get to do that. Yeah, but what's been going on, girl? Nothing much. We have an anniversary coming up. We will be married for 8 years, girl, this year. That is crazy. 8 years, no kids. I feel like that's a success story. We're gonna be doing like going to dinner and stuff like that. First, we're gonna go out of town, but we have some work to catch up on since our last vacation, so we're just probably gonna be hanging out in town. Oh my god, that looks so good. Go ahead and contour the nose as well. Girl, I ain't got much to talk about. What's been going on? I had some stuff that I wanted to talk to y'all about, and then I just totally forgot. Now I'm gonna go in with my blusher. I'm gonna go in with my Westman Atelier blush. I need to put some nails on, girl. I do not like how my hands look without nails. Do my nails. Okay, I'm just gonna add the blush. I love like double layering my blush. So I'm gonna add it all the way up. I was just on TikTok. I don't like talking about people, but I'm messy, so whatever. Girl, I was on TikTok And this girl told a story time of like how she got her husband to come back after he cheated on her, left her while she was pregnant. Girl, the story time is crazy. I forgot her name. I probably will leave a link to the TikTok down below. I need you to check it out. But she told a whole story time about how her husband cheated on her and then left her while she was pregnant. I watched all 3 of them and I just couldn't help but feel like bad for her. Like I guess she turned off her comments because people were leaving negative comments, you know, or like not negative comments, but people were leaving their opinions obviously about that situation. And obviously they wouldn't be positive. They like, girl, leave that man. This man not only cheated on her, but left her while she was pregnant, left her after she gave birth to go see this lady. And then like, I mean, it was just like to see another woman. Girl, it was a lot. And the moral of her story was basically she got back together with her husband. What? I just don't understand. I went on her page to see like what was the reason of telling this story, because I feel like if you're going to put a story out like that, I feel like there has to be like a reason, right? Like there has to be a reason why you would tell a story like that, because that's embarrassing. Like maybe she turned her comments off because when you turn your comments off, people are more likely to go to your page. I feel like it's a strategy. I feel like she's trying to sell a course. Beware, girl. The girls are out here doing weird things. Why would you embarrass yourself like that? I don't know what's going on. I talked about this in the last Get Ready With Me, but I feel like people are more likely to tell stories that may leave them open to painful judgment because they want clicks and views. And I just don't do that, girl. You're gonna regret it. Don't do that. I think people are grown. Do what you want to do. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do what she did. But if you are going to do what you did, take your husband back, do all that, girl, just keep it to yourself. I don't know why people put their most vulnerable, painful stories online to be dissected for an audience, even if it's for financial gain. Like, I feel like if you're gonna get that emotional about it, you probably shouldn't tell it. But maybe she's not that emotional. Maybe it's just a plan. Maybe it's a good marketing scheme that Todd set up to come to us with the what, okay? It was 3 parts of this man embarrassing her. And I was like, girl, girls get embarrassed every day. People get embarrassed every day. But we, you know, the girls don't go online and talk about it. TikTok is a crazy, crazy place. It's a different animal over there. And now my lace is showing. And it looks like a different animal. I set my under eyes with the Black Radiance Soft Focus Powder. I love this powder for highlighting. It definitely gives like more of like a peek to the under eyes. I'm gonna go in again with my Black Radiance Soft Focus Powder in Milk Chocolate Finish. And I'm gonna see if I dab it like this, like will it camouflage the lace? I feel like it does a little bit better. Something about like brushes, like something about what I'm doing isn't doing it. A side note, I want to check in with everyone that was affected by the hurricane that came in. Like hopefully y'all are doing well. I mean, this hurricane came in and devastated a few places. I hope y'all are doing okay. Y'all check in down below and let me know how you're doing. To send out my prayers and love to you and your families while y'all were on my mind, because I was thinking about y'all. I'm gonna have to take this. I'm gonna see if I can take this and darken up this lace. Oh wait, I think I fixed it. I'm taking some more of the Tom Ford on a little brush and dabbing it into the lace, and I feel like that's helping a bit. And dabbing it into here. Girl, it'd be like half a fight with me and my lace. Oh my God. I feel like that's a little bit better with the lace. Like that's a little bit better. I can take it. I can take it. I'm gonna add a little bit of powder to my eyebrows, because y'all know before I do my eyebrows, I gotta powder them down because I have the oiliest eyebrows on earth, girl. Very, very oily. So I'm gonna go in with my NYX micro brow pencil. Like we're basically done. Oh, like mental health wise, let's go ahead and check in. Girl, my mental health is getting a lot better finally. Girl, for a while I feel like, I gotta be honest with y'all, I don't know if y'all could tell, I would get on camera after crying like a lot because I was burnt out. out. I've been doing this full time for a few years, and I feel like I overwhelm myself with basically trying to compare myself to other influencers in places that I wanted to be. Felt like nothing I was doing was good enough. Finally, I feel like I'm at a much better mental space because I don't think I was prepared for the feelings of comparison that I would feel in an industry where there's no one telling you what to do. I started to think like, I don't know who I am because I'm looking at everybody else online and they seem to be doing much better than me. They seem to be getting certain types of brand deals and I'm not getting, and I just feel like there's something wrong with what I'm doing. So I need to change myself and how I do things in order to get what I think I should be getting or what I deserve, instead of looking around and being appreciative. When you're a hair girl, the hair community is kind of isolating. It doesn't have the same sense of camaraderie. We all support each other on the back end, but there's no corporate backing that allows us to have camaraderie together. There really isn't any community that we can engage in that we don't facilitate ourselves. And as you can see, we be in each other's comment sections, and we support each other. These girls, the hair girls, are so supportive, so kind, so loving. I mean, I really do love this community. And I'm not sure if the other girls can feel this way, but I feel like it can feel a little bit isolating and feel like, dang, like, because you look at other beauty communities, because we're still in the beauty space, and you see the other beauty girls, makeup girls, like they have different brands that rally around them to facilitate the community that we don't have on our own. So, you know, I think I long for that sense of community in this space because it helps to create community around your job. Like it just does. Sometimes we just be getting ignored and it can make you feel like, dang, like, hey, I'm over here, girl. I've been playing in my hair since I was 11. Like myself, doing my own braids, doing my own hairstyles, and coming to school every single week with a brand new hairstyle. I've been doing that since I was 11. Makeup, I ain't started wearing makeup till I was like in college. So I have like a different relationship with makeup. So girl, why am I going into all this? I don't even know. I'm gonna use a little bit more of the Westman Atelier blush. Girl, that's a lot. I'm gonna need to blend it out. Comparison, like they say, is a thief of joy, because when I look around at our community here, I'm like, dang, like, we rocking over here. We have the best community. So if you're experiencing comparison in whatever you do, stop it, because it's gonna get in the way of your joy, and it's gonna get in the way of you seeing the people that actually support you. It wasn't until I started to turn off that noise in my mouth, my brain that was telling me, oh, you're not good enough, that's the reason why, blah 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 blah. Girl, look around. I think I love this little life. You know that little song? Baby, some reason I'm getting tongue-tied. I think I'm tired. So I did the brows, did the blush. Oh, I need to do the highlighter. So lately I've been using a cream highlighter. I've been using the Tom Ford bronzer or the contour this whole time, but I didn't use the highlighter, and I don't know why, because this highlighter is genius. It is gorgeous. It is beautiful. I'm just gonna use this brush, and I'm just gonna brush it on. Oh my God, look at that. It's like glistening. This Tom Ford has the best like highlighter look. It is gorgeous. I want y'all to see, look at that. It's like a oil, it's like oily, but it's just like a light glow and shimmer. The most beautiful glow, the most beautiful glow. Let me turn this light down so y'all can actually see it. You see, it makes the skin just look like skin. I'm gonna go in with my Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme Lip Shaper in the color Espresso Shot. This is not my favorite lip liner, but I don't know what my other lip liner is. This stuff is, it makes your lips tingle. I have been low energy for a little while now, like really low energy. I don't know if it was, I couldn't figure out if it was like seasonal depression or being overwhelmed, or you know, like it was a whole bunch of things at once, and I think it was all of those things at one time. And baby, the veil has lifted. I still be tired, but I'm so much better. Also, girl, I stopped drinking green tea because I cut out all the acidic things in my diet. I cut out the most acidic things in my diet because I was trying to figure out like why my acid reflux was on the fritz, mostly because of my stress. But my stomach is close to back to normal now, and I've started drinking green tea again. Ugh, I was missing the green tea because when I tell you I don't drink any caffeine, but usually my work days are like 8 hours or longer. It is like not drinking any caffeine and having, I would say usually it's around 10 to 12 hour days. I would be so tired. But baby, I can't drink coffee. Coffee's too much. So me and my husband were talking about doing a road trip, and we don't know like where to go. We would love to go on a road trip. I'm gonna go in with my Bobbi Brown lipstick. Girl, I can't find this nowhere. We like to go on a road trip, but we don't know, like we were thinking about just driving down to Orlando, but we wanted to stop somewhere on the way. But I don't be feeling, girl, South Georgia, North Florida, I don't feel comfortable stopping anywhere. But if you know of anywhere you can stop and stay overnight and it's safe, please let me know. Ooh, I'm using the Kosas wet lip oil in Unbuttoned. It's so good. Unbuttoned is the color, friend. So pretty. Oh, I love that. But y'all, if y'all have any like road trip places that are like 5 hours and somewhere that has like good stopping points along the way from Georgia, please let me know. Please let me know. If you live in Atlanta, please let me know. Oh, but this is a finished look, girl. I can't spray my face down because I lost my what was I just saying? Girl, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I can't use a setting spray because girl, I'm ran out. NYX is the only setting spray that I feel comfortable using right now on my skin. It's the only thing that doesn't make me break out, so I'm gonna go back to Ulta and pick up some NYX. But oh, that look good. I'm so spaced out. I am tired. I had 2 glasses of green tea and it still couldn't backspace that space bar in my head. Tell me how you doing, how your mental health is going, how are you coping, how are you coping with burnout? Y'all let me know. The way this blush is looking, this Westman Atelier blush is the best blush I've ever used. I don't even know why I use powder because this is my go-to face. This is going to be my go-to face. Oh, and it's just skin. Wow. Oh, and that hairline, girl, what are we talking about? This is cute. Sterly hair, the way you did this hairline and the way you bleached these knots. Girl, I'm done with y'all. Y'all did the most and I absolutely love it. This wig looks amazing. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.